Hello and welcome to 1000 Word Interviews. My name is Mordecai. I'm a teacher from Adelaide, Australia, and today I'm here with Sabrena. Thank you for coming.
Nice to be here.
Before we get started, could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm Sabrena. I'm from Ireland, but I have been living in Spain for 11, almost 12 years with my husband and my two children who were born here. And we teach English online through an online membership to businesses and to individuals and small groups who want to improve their English normally for business purposes.
Okay, perfect. And today we're going to speak about a photo that's important to you.
Mm-hmm.
And through that conversation, we'll hear a little bit of your story and learn a little bit more about you and Spain as well.
Okay.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Off we go.
First of all, could you describe what we can see in this photo?
Okay, so this photo, the first thing you notice is the big orange circle in the middle. This is actually a traditional Spanish dish called paella. And in the foreground, you can see in black, you can see two men watching that paella, and I think they are the cooks. And then in the background, you can see quite a lot of people standing around, young people, old people, dressed in summer clothes. There's a woman on the left. You can see her standing up with, I don't know if you can see a can in her hand and watching that paella, and either she's on holidays or the weather is very warm. In the middle, for example, there's a man with a cap, a white cap, if you can see him.
Yeah.
And just over a little bit towards the right, there are two kids who are looking onto the paella. And further right then, there are more people looking at the paella, talking to other people. You can also see a yellow barrier that's stopping people from entering the area, obviously, because it's a hot area.
Yeah.
And further back then, it's a main street with shops and everything and a lot of people.
Perfect. So they've got that yellow barrier and it has red writing on it, doesn't it? Yeah.
The red writing is actually the name of a very famous type of rice here in the Valencian community called paella.
Okay.
So they obviously are sponsoring the event, maybe? Could be.
Could be. Probably.
Yeah. Because it's a free event, so yeah, could be.
Okay. Perfect. Next question. Where was this photo taken?
This photo was taken in the town that I live in, which is San Juan Pueblo in Alicante, which is on the east coast of Spain.
Okay. And when was this photo taken?
This photo was taken last year, around September time.
Okay.
In the village. I think in the middle of September.
Okay, so September last year, 5-6 months ago.
Yeah, exactly. 2022.
2022. Okay. And who can we see in this photo? Who are these people?
I don't know any of these people, actually. Okay. Yeah, I'm the one who's taking the picture.
Okay.
So I'm there with my friends and family.
Yeah.
All around, watching the paella in a hungry way, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And the people there, I imagine the people that we see in the foreground with their backs to us are the cooks.
Okay.
People cooking. And the rest of the people are from the town, maybe some strangers who've come in for the festival or tourists as well. But no, I don't know any of them.
Okay, so just strangers, just other people who are enjoying the party.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
it.
Perfect. So Sabrena, why did you choose this photo? Why is it important to you?
I chose this because I suppose in a way it represents where I live. I'm in a typical Spanish town with about 20,000 people.
Yeah.
And there are always a lot of cultural events here throughout the year, you know. It's got a great cultural calendar.
Okay.
They have live bands in the village. They have parties. There's always a lot of things that are happening, you know. One of the biggest things that they do is they have a festival for about 3 days in September. And basically the village closes.
Okay.
And people get together in marquees, big tents on the street.
Yeah.
The streets are blocked off. They eat, drink, have music there for about 3 days continuously.
Yeah.
And that atmosphere is really, really good. And one of the things they do during this time is they have a free paella for all of the public, even the people that aren't involved specifically in the marquees.
Wow.
And this was the event that we were at. So you go, you usually they provide free beer, other drinks, and free paella. And you have your lunch, and it's really, really tasty, and the atmosphere is really nice.
Yes, it sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is.
Are you secretly working for the Spanish tourism industry?
It's not necessary because the picture speaks for itself. No, it's one of the things I love about here is there are so many events, and so many of them have a very low cost or they're free, so they're accessible for everyone. It's amazing, you know.
Yeah.
So you can actually see the direct result of your taxes in a way, I suppose. But yeah.
It sounds like a lot of fun, and it looks delicious as well.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, absolutely.
That's something we should talk about. Can you tell us a little bit more about what is paella? What kind of food is it?
Paella, or paella, as they say in Spanish, is a rice dish, a traditional rice dish. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I could be wrong. But here in Alicante specifically, they call it rice.
Okay.
More than paella. Paella, I think, is a more general name for this type of dish. But there are a lot of specialities, a lot of ways of cooking it. And you can have it with seafood, with different types of meat, vegetarian. It's really good, for example, with a sauce, I suppose, called alioli, which is like a garlic, butter, mayonnaise. Amazing. And with bread and a cold beer. It's a really good dish and really filling dish. And they're very, very proud of it here. And if you can find a good one, it's a really good dish to eat.
It sounds truly delicious.
Yeah. Maybe I'm not right with my facts, because I know that in some places it's paella, in other places it's rice. They have different ways of cooking and different ingredients, but anywhere you go in Spain, it's quite famous to hear paella, no?
Yeah.
And you should, if you have a good restaurant, you should find a good paella. It's really good food.
So come to Spain and eat some paella.
Drink some beer and go to parties. No, it's not all like that, but it's a great place to live.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming today, speaking with us and sharing your photo.
My pleasure.
Yeah, it's been fun. In the lesson description, you can find a link to all of the details. If you would like some English lessons, you can contact Sabrena. Okay.
Great.
You can also find all of the questions and answers in today's episode. You can find some of the key vocabulary, some of the things that we've spoken about. And if you would like some extra speaking or writing practice, you can choose a photo of your own to do with food. I think is the dominant thing.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah, to do with food. And answer those questions aloud with whoever you speak English with, whether it's a teacher, friend, family member, language exchange partner, doesn't matter. Or you can write your answers to those questions to get some practice. Thanks again, Sabrena. It's been great.
It's been a pleasure.
Okay. See you next time.
All right.